What's up, guys? Welcome back to RT2CC Comic Club. Doing another 2-day recap video for June 12th and June 13th. This is going to be a really short one because I didn't take a lot of screenshots of article headlines, so really not much to talk about. So we'll just kind of talk about the positions and then we'll leave it at that. So we did do very well, though. The June 12th and June 13th were both great days. We finished up about 5,500 on the 12th, and the stocks did very well as a whole. The Dow went down about 1.5 points, so really pretty much even. And then the NASDAQ went up about 44 points, and the FANG stocks did very well, including Apple. You can't see Amazon on the screenshot here, but it did go up about $9, so that was awesome. Weight Watchers also had a good day. They went up $4.84 or 5.6%, and Twitter went up $2.07 a share or 5%. So really solid day all around. Didn't do any trades today. But our OLED, I want to quickly mention our OLED call went up today, even though the stock went down about $1. So you'll see that when we go over the positions. In fact, let's just do that right now so we can keep going. So on the first page, we had our biggest gainer was Weight Watchers. Our calls went up 22%, so a little over $1,000. Really awesome. And then Twitter calls went up 32%. So that was awesome. Really good day for those guys. And then on the second page, we have the universal display call you can see at the bottom there, and that Twitter call was from the prior page, but they kind of overlapped a little bit, so it's the same one. We had 3 calls with them. And then on the next page, here's the third page. Not really much because, again, once we get into the middle pages, it's like where a lot of the stocks didn't really do a whole lot, or a lot of the options rather. I did recently get a question if I own mostly options, or if my portfolio is all options. The answer is not all options. Most of it is, but anything that you don't see with a date is just stock. So we'll see where that comes into play here. Here's the next page. Looks like the Redfin calls might have gone up a lot. I'll have to double check on that one just to make sure. And then let's see, now I can't find any stocks. Okay, so right here on this page where you see the HMPQ, that's the Hemp Americana stock. So you'll notice there's no date with it. So these are actually shares of stock that I own. Everything else with a date are options. And these are all call options. As you can see there, they say call on them. So yeah, here's the third to last page. Not really much in the loser department here. So here's Hemp Inc. We own 50,000 shares of that one. And then Universal Display went down a little bit. We have about 100 shares. That 0.061 was shares that we got in dividends. So again, dividend reinvestment is definitely something everyone should be doing if you are investing in the stock market, just because it's free shares and they don't charge you a fee. So if you're not doing that, just definitely contact your broker to see how you can get started in that, because it's free money basically. So anyways, there's AT&T stock there. We have 201.547 shares. That extra 1.547 shares were from dividend reinvestment. So there you go, you get some free shares there. And that's the last page. So let's go to the next day. The Dow definitely didn't do as well today. It went down 119 points. The NASDAQ went down 8 points. But we did have some really key winners that helped us finish in the green. So Netflix had a really outstanding day. They went up $16 a share. So that was huge. 4.4% gain to hit a 52-week high, by the way. And Align also had a good day. You can't see it here, but they went up $9.24 or 2.6%. So, and we'll talk about Netflix in a little bit after we go through the positions. So let's just go ahead and get into that. So again, we're in June 13th now. So we closed at $205,167.11. On the first page, we had let's see, our biggest gainer looked like EA. I keep saying EA Sports. It's Electronic Arts. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying that, but you can see they had a 24% gain there. And then we had Align Technologies had a 10% gain. That's our one call we have there, which is a pretty expensive call just because of how expensive Align stock is. So, and then of course Netflix up on top here, 17% gain for that call. So $1,400 gain with that one. That was awesome. Let's go to the next page. We have a few double-digit gainers here in the percentage column. We got Hemp. The stock actually had a really good day, and then we had Stamps.com, and then Roku. That's our $47 strike. The next page, we got ST Microelectronics, Roku again. So pretty solid day, definitely really solid. And even on the fourth page, we have some little small gainers here. Fifth page, we got some more small gainers here. Sixth page is where we start to get into the red. Seventh page here. And then finally, eighth page here, we have Lam Research actually went up because these were incorrect on the original screenshots. I had to fix those. We did have a 14% drop with our universal display calls. So actually that was just one call. Not really good day for them. And let's see. We have, AT&T stock went down, but nothing really too bad. And on the last page we have a lot of calls that didn't do anything. And then we had our Boeing calls did go down 10.5%. So that was, not great. All right, so let's just quickly talk about the headlines. So the general market news for the 12th, which was Tuesday. Trump had the North Korea summit with Kim Jong Un, and apparently the market didn't really care too much about it. So the stock was kind of, the Dow was kind of relatively unchanged. Wasn't really affected by that, but people were kind of getting ready for the Fed decision about the interest rates. So that was kind of the general market news for the 12th. I'll post links in the description as I usually do, and just in case you missed anything, but this is old news by the time you're seeing it, so you probably don't have to read it. But in Tesla news, I did see an article saying that they were laying off about 9% of their workers, so you might remember this piece of information from a couple months back. I read articles that said that it was, Tesla's in a lot of trouble, they're laying off workers, blah, blah, blah. Other people were pointing out that they just were doing performance reviews, and they do this all the time. And, the workers who weren't cutting it, weren't meeting their goals and everything, they had to let go. It was just kind of part of routine business for them. So, you could take it however you want, but that's basically what happened at that time. As far as June 13th, so the Fed did make their decision to add another interest rate increase, and so up to 4 instead of 3 for the year. So that kind of caused investors to get worried. So the stocks went down that day. I'll post a link in the description if you want to read a little bit more about that. But with Netflix, which was really exciting, they had an analyst give them a price target upgrade. I believe it was from Goldman Sachs. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll post a link, obviously. But the price target they raised from $3.90 a share to $4.90 a share. So a huge price increase. And they said out of the 36 or so analysts covering Netflix that they had the highest price target. I don't know if it'll hit that before the year ends or maybe even early next year, but it's definitely possible just because of how much more money they're spending on original content. And they have really good content. And you could tell they're investing a lot of money in them. You just go on Netflix, you could find any original series and you could be drawn in immediately. I'm watching this show called Amazing Interiors right now. Really cool, only 30-minute specials just about people who have really crazy interiors of their house. It's a Netflix original. I really like it. I dig it. So, just any show that they have as original content is just really good on average. I think it's awesome. So, I'm really bullish on Netflix still, and I'm really excited to see how they grow in the next couple of years. And so we're just gonna leave it at that. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends if they want to see how it is investing in the stock market. It's pretty volatile this year, so you'll be noticed we do a lot of up and down days. The last couple days though were really good, so hopefully we can keep this going, crossing our fingers, and we'll just see what happens. So thanks again so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.